The Nexarian Empire had never failed an assassination contract. For 3,000 years, their shadow operatives had eliminated targets across 17 different star systems, their success rate remaining flawlessly perfect. They moved like whispers through the void, struck like lightning in the dark, and vanished before their victims even realized death had come calling. Emperor Kethvar studied the holographic display of the blue-green planet rotating slowly before him. Earth, home to the peculiar species that had dared to refuse his ultimatum for total submission. The humans believe their primitive world is beyond our reach, he mused, his crystalline features reflecting the planet's image. Send the Umbral Legion. Eliminate their leadership council. Let them learn the price of defying the Empire. High Assassin Vorthek bowed low. It shall be done, my Emperor. How many operatives shall I deploy? All of them. Kethvar's voice carried the weight of absolute authority. 50 of our finest. Make their deaths memorable. The Umbral Legion descended upon Earth like shadows given form. They materialized in government buildings across 7 continents, their molecular phase shifters allowing them to bypass every security system humanity possessed. Within minutes, they had targets acquired: presidents, prime ministers, generals, and scientists who dared to organize resistance against the Empire. The first assassin struck in Geneva, his plasma blade finding the heart of the European defense minister before the man could even scream. The second materialized in Washington, his neurotoxin dart dropping a Joint Chiefs admiral before he could reach for his sidearm. By the end of the first hour, 12 human leaders lay dead. By the second hour, something had changed. The 13th assassin never completed his mission. Security cameras showed him entering the Japanese Defense Ministry, but he never came back out. Neither did the 14th, who vanished somewhere in the underground passages beneath Moscow's Kremlin. The 15th assassin's biosigns simply stopped while hunting a target in the Australian Defense Headquarters. High Assassin Vorthek frowned at the readouts streaming across his ship's display. 37 of his operatives had gone silent. Not killed. Their death sensors would have activated. Simply gone. Impossible, he whispered. The humans have no counter-stealth technology. Their weapons cannot penetrate our armor. What could? His communication array crackled to life. A human voice, speaking in perfectly accented Nexarian, filled the command center. You came to our world uninvited. You killed our people. The voice was calm, almost conversational. Now you get to meet our boogeyman. The transmission cut. Vorthek stared at the silent calm, his 4 hearts beating faster than they had in centuries. The remaining Umbral operatives found themselves being hunted. Not by human military forces. Those were too loud, too obvious, too bound by rules of engagement. Something else stalked them through Earth's shadows. Something that moved like they did but fought like nothing they'd ever encountered. Agent Zektal activated his emergency beacon as he crouched in the ruins of what had been his insertion point. His thermal scanners showed nothing. His motion detectors remained silent. Yet he knew, with the certainty of a predator recognizing an apex hunter, that something watched him. The darkness moved wrong. When Zektal's screams cut through the night, they lasted exactly 17 seconds before falling silent. Director Elizabeth Kane walked through the secure facility buried beneath the Colorado Rockies, her footsteps echoing in the sterile corridors. Behind reinforced glass, scientists monitored displays showing the locations of the remaining alien intruders. Status report, she said quietly. 43 confirmed neutralized, her aide reported. 7 still active, but Ghost Unit has them tracked. Estimated time to full cleanup, 6 hours. Kane nodded, stopping before the final observation window. Inside the chamber, a figure sat motionless in the shadows, humanoid in shape, but wrong in ways that hurt to look at directly. It had no name on any official record, no birth certificate, no fingerprints in any database. The project that created it existed in files so classified they were stored in rooms that officially didn't exist. The thing that had once been human turned its head toward the window, and Kane felt ice form in her veins. Even through reinforced glass and psychic dampeners, Its presence was overwhelming. Not just the absence of light, but the absence of hope itself. The Empire wanted to send us nightmares, Kane murmured. So we sent them ours. High Assassin Vorthek received the final transmission at 0347 Galactic Standard Time. It wasn't from any of his operatives. It was from Earth's surface, broadcasted on all Imperial frequencies. The message was simple, a single image of the Umbral Legion's insignia, crossed out in red. Below it, text in perfect Nexarian script. Your assassins are dead. Your empire is next. The Boogeyman is coming home. The transmission ended with coordinates. The exact location of Vorthek's cloaked flagship, somehow detected despite shields that could fool entire battle fleets. Emperor Kethvar never received his High Assassin's final report. By morning, the flagship was found drifting in deep space, its crew alive but catatonic, repeating the same phrase in terrified whispers. The darkness has teeth. The Nexarian Empire quietly withdrew their territorial claims on human space the following day. After all, some nightmares should never be awakened.